In this video, we will be checking and topping off the coolant in this 2018 Ford Explorer through the driver's side door. We want to locate the hood release latch. And after we release our secondary safety latch, we can gain access to the engine bay. Taking a look inside the engine bay, we want to focus our attention on the passenger side portion. We are looking for the coolant reservoir. And the coolant reservoir can be identified by a translucent yellowy plastic container. If we take a look at the top of the reservoir, we can see that it does say engine coolant. We also have the coolant reservoir cap with a little indicator telling us not to check this or open this while the engine is hot. Otherwise, that coolant will spray on you. And when I remove the cap, I always like to use a rag on top of it just in case there is still pressure in the system. And I'm going to submerge an AcuStrip automotive coolant test strip in the coolant reservoir. And then I can compare it to my test key. Now this is an orange coolant, so I will be using the for other coolants section. And if I take a look at my first pad, it lines up way down on the end, about -60 to 270 degrees. That is the freeze protection and boil over. That is good. We can move our second pad up here. We're looking at about somewhere between 3 and 3.2. That tells us to go to step number 3. If we line up our third pad on step number 3, we are looking right about in the center, about 7.5. That is right where we want to be, so that does pass. So we have good health on our coolant. Now if we take a look at the coolant reservoir, there is a cold fill range. We want to be within this range. We can see that we are just a little bit low. So I will be topping off this with Amsoil Propylene Glycol low toxicity coolant. I have already mixed this previously and have this ready to top that off. And again, we want that level to be within that cold fill range.